Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel for another Whip and Chat Wednesday. Yet again, Ellie chose the project this morning. She wanted the princesses, so this is what we're working on. Not my pot. Doesn't look too bad from a distance. So we're carrying on. Ellie's going to work up that end and I'm going to work down here on Minnie's dress. So it was P, wasn't it? Yeah. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome week so far. Ours is still wet and grey and miserable. Today especially. It didn't rain too much yesterday. Today it's just, yeah, meant to be. And it is grey. Even Binks has come in, that's how wet it is. You know it's going to rain when Binks comes in. It's the only thing he will come in for except food. We've been getting on with the kids' homework. Riley's, we checked early yesterday morning and it said that she hadn't got any. They hadn't set any up on the app. So we left it for a while, you know, said she'd probably get some later on. Riley found out that Ellie hadn't gotten on and decided he wasn't going to do any either. I said, but that's not acceptable. I said, if you don't do your homework today, you'll be turning off earlier than usual and going to bed early. He said, okay. Off he trotted upstairs. I reminded him again shortly later that he would be turning off early and going to bed early before Ellie. He said, okay. Then come tea time, he changed his mind. If I do it now, can I still have as long as Ellie? No. Why not? Because you didn't do it when I asked you to. So he turned off early last night. Didn't get straight to sleep, mind. Kept coming in my room. But this morning it worked because this morning he got straight on with it. And he's even done yesterday's. That app they're using, it's been a learning curve, let's say it like that, for me and the kids. I still struggle sometimes because they set it and then you have to click add and it takes it to another part of the app, which then you can write or draw on the said piece of homework. We're getting there. You know, by the time I just settle in and get used to it, the kids will be going back to school. Tyler's still been having his lessons on Teams. He's not a lover, but he's not a lover of schoolwork altogether, so. But I remind him, we've all been there, we've all had to do it. You just got to suck it up, get on with it, because whatever you do at school will open doorways for you for later on. Not that I think he's really took that on board. But it's raining again. If the lighting's awful, I do apologise. If I put the lamp on, it sends the camera funny and it just makes it seem even darker than it actually is. But Riley, I meant to mention this on Friday last week. He had a piece of homework. It was just a bit of a challenge, really. It wasn't exactly homework. It was just, can you figure this out kind of thing. Now, I've still got it written on my piece of paper and I still haven't figured it out yet. But he had 9 dots, 3 lines of 3. And it said, can you connect all 9 dots? But it had conditions, and it said the conditions are only 4 straight lines. Your pencil cannot leave the paper. What was the other one? And you can't go over a line you've already drawn. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out. I think Riley asked me yesterday, I think it was yesterday, had I figured it out yet, because he noticed I'd still got it written on my paper. Nope. It's one of them things that you sit and you look at and you stare and you think and you stare some more and you think. Gives you a headache. So I have to put it down and just leave it. But still, I actually got out my Once Upon a Fairy Tale yesterday. I haven't touched that in over a week. I forced myself though, because you sort of, it's not a routine, it's like a mental state. You kind of feel a certain way towards a project. And this one, nothing's really put me off. I wouldn't say anything's, happened or I've had to frog it out or anything like that. I just, Ellie, your belly. I just haven't felt like it. Was it your throat? Okay. Anyway, wow. She's laughing her head off now, quietly. Yeah, it was that frame of mind. I really didn't fancy getting it out. Not that I've really got to get it out. The case stays open. I never shut it. Because if I shut it, it'd be worse. Anyway, it sits by the side of where I sit on the settee. Ready for me to pick up if I want to. But I never feel like it at the moment. So I forced myself yesterday. And even though I did put it down and take a little break and stitched on my long dog, I did pick it back up again afterwards. So I was quite impressed with myself. I got 300 and some odd stitches done on it yesterday. And I plan to do some more this afternoon. I think it doesn't help that I now have more than a couple of projects on the go. I am obsessed with my long dog sampler at the minute. And I mean obsessed. It sits there and I have to pick it up. And I do a few stitches and then the kids will call me for something, I'll put it down. But as soon as I sit back down again, I pick it back up again. Ellie hasn't touched hers in the last couple of days. I keep telling her, it's sitting there, look, it's just sitting there, look. And she's like, I can't be bothered. Not today. She picked it up yesterday because I tucked it into a corner because she leaves it like by the settee in everyone's way. So I moved it and I put it in the corner with some of my stuff. She picked it up on her way in the front room yesterday and sat down on the settee and had it beside her. I was like, oh, you're going to do some stitching? She went, can I borrow your tablet? Well, what do you need my tablet for? She said, so I can do my diamond painting. Well, what did you pick your stitching up for then? I don't know, she said. I never touched it in the end anyway. But she keeps checking mine out, so she says. Over night time, I'm enjoying taking that one up to bed with me and sitting and doing, a few stitches on that one. And then when I'm finished, because I have to carry like my tablets from upstairs, my phone, and then like the project bag. I don't need the charger, there's one down here. The project bag, the project itself, and the clipboard with the piece of paper on it with my working sheet on. So what I do is I'll put my project, I have a storage box on the landing, and on top of that box is where I tend to put them, so all I've got to do is pick them up on the way down the stairs, so I haven't got so far to carry them. And so she informs me, it's when I leave it on the box at the top of the stairs, she has a nosy to see how much I've done. She's got some catching up to do now, haven't you? Yep. Oops. Whoops. She keeps sticking her hand to the canvas. I mean, we've only had it out like 10 minutes. And I think she's already stuck herself to it 4 times.
I mean, I flipped all the diamonds.
They didn't fall out, but they all... Oh, they did, a couple. But they've all flipped over in the tray.
There's 1 or 2 on the floor.
They're going in the Eva then. Oops. Stuck to my pen. So, what have you guys been up to this past week? Anything exciting? I know here we've been allowed to have the pubs open, and already 3 have had to shut because a case of coronavirus was found. I'm still staying in the house. I'm still not going out. I go shopping, I come home, that is it. I don't go anywhere else. I need to order some wool, so I'll probably do that online. Even though there's like a wool shop right at the bottom of my street, I will probably go online. Because the owner's in his 70s and I'm just, wow. And you're at work, you really shouldn't be. So, I'll order online, methinks. Because I've got it all ready. I can't see for looking. 5 times. Told you, use your little finger and rest it on the canvas. It saves you putting your whole wrist on. Works so much better. We actually haven't touched this project in months, have we, Elle? It's been quite a while. And apparently there was an argument around the shop the other day. My other half, he'll go and like get the daily things like the bread, the milk and what have you. And he said these 2 women were just happily chatting in the queue. And then apparently like the subject of the kids going back to school, because some of the schools are open now. Ellie's and Riley's is, but I'm not sending them in. My choice. And they got onto the subject of the kids going back to school, and this one woman said, yeah, she'd sent hers in and whatever. And they both got into an argument then about it. You know, everyone's entitled to make their own choices about their own children without fear of other people, you know. What I do is up to me, what everyone else does is up to them, you know, I'm not going to knock them for it. But apparently these 2 women, they were having a right old go at each other. The one saying the other one was stupid, you know, the risk and this, that and the other. But they have to make their own informed choice. And my informed choice is they're not going to school. I do still get phone calls from him, you know. Any change in opinion? And no, I'm not sending them in. Oh, there's another one. I can't see, I tell you. Got there's too many letters in front of my face. There we go. No, 1. My pen seems to be picking up 2 at a time. I say that and then I don't pick one up at all. Silly. Little finger. Told you. Okay, I've got hiccups now. Been getting them regularly the last few days. Pick it up. When this is done, Ali's got homework to do. Have you checked your app this morning? No. I still separate them for their homework. It's been so much quieter and easier. They'll take turns. One will do it in the morning, one will do it in the afternoon, and then the following day it switches. And it works so well. And Tyler just sits in his room on his Teams. Rob caught him the other day. He was actually on a Teams meeting with one of his teachers. Now, apparently when you go on, the teacher always says mute your mics, you know, because I don't want to hear what's going on in the background and this, that and the other. So he did. He muted his mic and Rob caught him on the Xbox at the same time. So naughty. He's like, yeah, but I only need to listen. But how can you listen when your focus is actually on a game? So we've had to start checking in on him, making sure the Xbox is off. He complained this morning. Some teacher has decided to randomly, he said, set a Teams maths session for the afternoon. It wasn't there yesterday, he says. But, you know, me and Rob have had the chat with him. We don't want him to fall behind. We agreed that we didn't want to send him into school, you know, to keep him safe, but he knew he had to pull his weight when it meant, you know, doing his schoolwork and online and all that. So we kind of reminded him yesterday. Then we also had an email about when Ellie starts in September. We've been told to hold off buying her uniform because with the pupils being in school, they needed a uniform that they could go home, wash and dry again for the next day. It had to, you know, it's a stipulation. It's got to be washed every night when they come home. And the only one that you can really do that with is their PE kit. So she's asked me to hold off a little bit longer, and it may be that they say she has to go in her PE kit so I can wash and dry it every night. So it's a watch this space kind of thing. You had enough already, Al? But their school uniforms, I tell you, they're so different to when I was at school. And I don't know if it's the same for other schools, but Burton Borough, they have to have their initials put onto their uniform. It's not a sew on or anything. It's a transfer, I think, something like that, a vinyl thing, and you put their initials on all of their PE kit. And then you're given the option when you go to the shop. Do you want just the first and last initial? Do you want your middle initial? Tyler went for all three. He said because there might be another TS. So put his middle initial as well. So we did that for him. And I thought his PE kit was going to be, you know, the vinyl would start washing off after a while. It hasn't yet. So PE kits when I was at school was so simple. We had the navy gym knickers, as we called them, We had a red pleated skirt and a blue polo shirt. That was it, a light blue polo shirt. That was our PE kit. Nowadays, I tell you, Tyler has a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, a pair of joggers and a jacket.
And socks.
And football socks, yeah. And I tell you what, it's expensive. The PE kit alone was £91.
Oh my.
Yep. And that's without, you know, the blazer, the tie, the shirts, the trousers, the shoes, the socks, because they have to be black.
You don't wear black socks?
Sorry. They have to, I'm sure girls as well have to be black socks.
You like black socks?
I'll go through your paperwork after, because it's all in there, I think. That, you know, that paperwork bundle they sent you. Yeah, it's all in there. Early yesterday, asked me for another diamond painting. I'm like, are you mad? Do you know how many you've got? And she actually sat there then and counted them all on her hand.
There's, wait.
How about we finish some first?
3, 4.
Well, we only spoke about the ones that are on the go, didn't we?
6, 7.
Is that how many you've got on the go?
No.
That's just how many you've got. How many are on the go?
5, 6.
Jeez. I think you start all the things and then you forget exactly what you've got and how many of. I understand that, you know, I got multiple projects on the go.
There's this one, the fairy one, if you count that.
Yeah. Your Heaven and Earth one.
That's 3.
Your puppy one.
The puppy one upstairs, the Minnie Mouse one. That's 5 then. Then there's 1, 2.
How many you actually have?
How many that aren't started? 1, 2. Is there any under the table?
Yes. There's a few under the table, remember?
I know I have 2 upstairs from Christmas. But I haven't started yet.
And she wanted a Haid cross stitch too, so, you know. I think we need to get through a few of these projects first.
You have too many on the go.
Who, you? I have too many on the go, but you know.
Altogether, there's
That just
too
works
many.
for me. Because then when I'm bored with one, I can just pick up something else.
Then it'll get boring.
You've got to learn to not find it boring.
Can I get my cross stitch? Can I get my diamond paint after?
Yeah, Haid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I have a spare tablet, yeah.
I'm tired.
Oh, you see, guys, I told you. She says it all the time. I think she said it about 4 times this morning so far.
Funny thing is, I don't say it to myself when I'm playing.
No, you just tell me. You walk downstairs and go, I'm tired. I just tut at her now when she says it. I can't find any more.
Though I didn't wake up until like 9:15 this morning. Oddy? Where?
I was already up then.
Yeah, I woke up when you woke up.
Well, I woke up before that.
When did you wake up?
1:30.
Were you late in bed?
Yeah, I just lay there. You know,
So
when
I
your
woke up
brain's
when you
active
got
but your
up.
body's going, nope, not yet. Nope, not getting up yet. I'm not going to do those over there because that means leaning across. And I'll end up being stuck to the canvas. The P's in there.
No, I'm good.
I'll get stuck to the canvas. Whoa, I've just flicked a couple. Have you just hurt your nail? Oh dear. Still having a bit of trouble there, Ellie. Hold on a minute, I flicked one
I've
somewhere.
opened it like halfway.
Where did it go?
I don't know, good question. Probably on the canvas.
I'll find it in a bit. The pink one flipped on the floor.
What was it, pink?
Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is.
Can you open?
Yeah.
I've given up trying to open it.
Right. Find what F is.
There's no lip.
I was going to say, why is it empty? 19.
I took them
Oh,
all
right
out.
by me. I'll drink my coffee before it goes cold.
Lucky that wasn't open.
You're throwing them around now. Come on. I got something black in my tray. There we go. Riley's just jumped off my bed.
Off the end, I'm assuming.
Did I? No, I said F, not D. I was about to put it on a D.
I don't know what to do.
Just pick a colour near to you and go with it. That's all I'm doing. You wouldn't think I'd replace the flaming wax in my pen. It doesn't want to pick them up. You're still undecided, Oa? I tell you what, I thought I was indecisive. She knocked socks off me. Pick it up. Pick a colour, pick a colour.
I'm not doing a yellow.
Why? You had enough of yellow.
Because that goes all the way across here and then to
Oh
here.
dear. I have to work on that together then.
You can do it.
No, not I can do it, we can do it.
I'm going to do the
Okay.
do her ears. Why do most of these not have a little lip?
Because they all kept snapping off. Teeth work as well. You laugh at anything you do. There must be a cat in my blinds. It's probably Binks, because they look a bit askew from here.
Booney's on the sofa, so yeah, it is Binks.
I'm surprised she's not on the back of the settee right by him. She's sly, she is. If Binks comes in and he goes into the window, so I've got a really low windowsill in my front. If he jumps up, goes on the back of the settee and then drops down into the window, she'll climb onto the back of the settee and then she'll just tap him on the head or tap him on the bum or something just to aggravate him. But then wails like a banshee when he chases her, so she starts it half the time. I missed a pic. I told you when I put them away I'd find
what
one.
Is it?
8.
Why did you put it there?
Keep your eye on that. If you don't, I'll lose it, and that's a pain in the backside. All right, I said mark it, not stick to it. Such a junkie. Suppose you want me to help you set up your Haid?
Yeah.
Thought you might.
Takes
So many bags of diamonds. It's unreal. So what we've taken to doing is piling them all into how to explain it. Anything under 10 is in one pile. Anything 10 to 20 is in a pile. That kind of thing, you know, 100s in one pile, 200s in another pile. And that's what we do. And then once she knows which number she's looking for, she just goes through that particular pile. Otherwise, you've got, you know, 90 different bags
all over the place,
spread out across the table. And that's part of the reason she doesn't like getting it out. It's the hassle. So that's why she's not worked on it very much.
I'm near the end of the first line.
And then you can pick, your cross stitch is easy to get out. I don't see why you don't do that. Yeah, she just shrugged her shoulders. Nah. Keep going, don't stop. Get on with it. I don't even know what you're laughing at. It's not even funny. I have some strange kids, people. Get on with it. Dear me. My goodness. Really, Ellie? She's got the giggles, man.
I was trying to keep it in, but I can't.
Wow. You're rocking the table. Just diamond paint.
You'll come back in a minute. I thought I picked up a diamond.
I keep doing that. You think you picked one up and you haven't. My postman had a lovely delivery for me this morning. Wasn't expecting it actually. It's not due till tomorrow or Thursday, so that was a bonus. And it's a replacement lap frame for the one Ellie stole from me. I now have another one.
I mean, I can keep it.
Until you get bored of cross stitching.
But then you'll have 2 frames that you don't need. Or 2 stands.
No, because I can just put different... The difference with the one I've just bought, the project, the lap stand Ellie's now possessed. You can't change the hoop. You just have to take your project in and out of the hoop that's attached to the stand. The stand that I've just received is a different one altogether because it's got like a grip thing on top. And you can put different hoops in it. It's not, you know, got one hoop with it and that's the only one you can use. It's a grip on top that you can take different hoops in and out of. So I can keep all my projects hooped up or whatever and just slot them in. Which is a bonus because my long dog sampler has been so annoying to stitch one-handed. I am a two-handed stitcher. Have been for a very long time now. So to stitch with one hand is just... I get arm ache really quick. So I'll be glad to have it back out again on a frame. I think Ellie even suggested the other day I take out my Once Upon a Fairy Tale from my frame and use that. Are you kidding me? Do you know how long it takes me to get that sucker back in and straight and tight? Nope. I don't mind doing it for my Floss Tube Fridays, but no, not any other time. Any more than that, it will just drive me insane. Because I put it on the frame and then I have to take out the top ones to adjust and straighten and tighten. Then I have to take off the bottom ones to tighten and readjust those, and yeah, I'm not doing that twice a week. It's stitching time that's wasted, isn't it? Or crafting time, it depends what you do. I need to get myself organised. I've barely done anything this week so far. I've touched me Once Upon a Fairy Tale and my long dog, but the cardigan is still waiting for me to put the collar on. And I'm just ignoring you now, Ellie, because you're being silly. So yeah, I've got the collar still to put on the cardigan and sew the sleeves. And I don't know if it's just that I'm tired. What is it, Binks? Is there a birdie? Oh, that naughty cat. I found 5 peas. Yeah, I went in the kitchen randomly. I might have already said this on Friday, I'm not sure. But anyway, I was going in the kitchen for something. Probably a drink as usual. And I saw Binks there. And he's looking at me sort of at the tops of his eyes. He's got his head down and he's got a bird in his mouth. As soon as I took a step towards him, he went straight out the back door and onto the patio. He actually let me get him when I went out onto the patio. The poor bird was already gone. Such a shame. Poor Riley's like, is it dead? Yes, Riley. Sorry. And he's like, oh, Binks. Riley doesn't like the idea of Binks killing birds. But like I said to him, that's just what cats do. We tried putting the collar with the bell on him so the birds knew he was there. But every day he would come back and his collar and his bell were gone. There's only so many I'll buy. He's a bugger. Honestly. You're a pest, aren't you, Binks? It's waiting to be let out now. Do you want to go out? Oh, I'll have a stretch. I don't think you want to go outside, Binks. It's wet. Should have seen him earlier. Stuck my head out the back door and it was raining and he's just sitting there staring at me underneath the kids' sand tray. You'd rather sit there than come in. My kids have really taken over the telly as well. Except of an evening. We finally get it back in an evening. Ellie has taken to watching either Bonnie, is it Holeen?
Pauline, I think. I don't know.
And her family vlogs. Either that or she puts on a programme called It's Me or the Dog. I don't mind that one. That one's actually all right. It shows you how this woman, Victoria Allswell,
Handles pets.
something like that, yeah. She comes into a household where the dog's running riot and running around tearing things up and stuff. She trains the owner to train the dog. I don't mind them, they're actually quite interesting. Riley, when he's got the blinking telly, it's either Henry Danger, Power Rangers, any one of the different series that there is. You've got the standard Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and what's the other one?
Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
Power Rangers Ninja Steel, yeah.
Dino Charge.
And Power Rangers Dino Charge. Any one of them, and I get stuck listening to that. So the headphones then come out, and I watch YouTube while I stitch, so I haven't got to listen to it. He made me laugh though the other day. He put on a Power Rangers series that was on telly when I was a teenager, like in the 1990s. I'm like, wow, that is so old. What are you doing? Now he's rolling around the floor with his feet on the door. But yeah, wow, that took me back. When me and Rob finally do get the telly of an evening, we've finished series 1 now, but we were into Unsolved Mysteries. Now most of them are sort of set in America. There used to be a series like that when I was a teenager. It was on of an evening. I used to like it. We like docu-series as well. Rob seems to have a knack for picking a good film. We watched one really weird. It was something to do with the story of Ned Kelly. That was one weird film. He found out his dad liked to wear dresses, and then as he got older, him and his brothers did the same. It was nuts, absolutely nuts. What did you do? You dropped it.
No.
Oh, come on with them nails. You can pick anything up.
I'm moving as diamonds.
Oh. Do you want to go out, Binks?
Scratching at the door.
Do you want to go out? Hold on, guys. Let me just lean over and open this door. Because I always shut the front room door because then everyone else in the house knows. Go on then. That I am busy. You can sit by the back door. I'm not opening it because you'll just sit there staring outside for 10 minutes.
No.
This is what he does. You open the back door. He'll walk up to the edge of the door, see that it's raining, and then he'll just plonk his bum on the mat and sit there staring. Meanwhile, my floor's getting wet. And Binks is just all casual like, and then he'll turn around after a few minutes and walk back in the house. See, I told you. But then you can guarantee within 2-3 minutes, he goes back to the door again. Like the weather's changed in the last 2 minutes. And you show him again, he does the same thing again. He gives up after about 3 or 4 times, roughly. I wish it was sooner. Luna was funny this morning. It was raining. The back door was open because it had only just started. And I come into the kitchen and me walking in must have spooked her because I was going out towards the back door and so was she. She then bolted because I spooked her. She ran out the back door, just got off the step, turned around and hightailed it back in. Nope, it's raining. She does not like rain. Binks doesn't really either, but you can call him and call him and call him when it's raining and he won't come. So you leave the back door open for him so that he's got access to just come in whenever he wants. And then he'll just stroll in about an hour later, soaking wet. You wouldn't think he didn't like the rain. He's lovely though, bless him. He's got Rob wrapped around his little finger. Sits in front of the fridge and he actually paws at the fridge to let you know, I want a treat. And Rob's the sucker. He gets suckered in every time. All right, then he'll go. I'm like, he's just suckered you in, and he'll go, yep. But then when we take him to the vets, they're going to say he's overweight. Even though he's an extremely active cat. Another pea. Keep my eye on that one. Right there.
You'll find another one in a minute.
I thought I did then, it's nice enough. But to be fair, even Luna's learned who to go to if she wants a, you know, a drink of milk or a treat.
A drink of milk is dad.
Yeah, but I never give him. They have enough during the day, I tell you. You know, my cats are well fed. They have two meals a day. 3 meals a day. Why did I say 2? They have 3 meals a day. And then while you're eating, Binks won't, but Luna will. She'll come and check out what you've got as well. If it's anything that smells nice, she'll sit there and wait. And Rob's really naughty. He has spreading cheese. Luna absolutely loves this spreading cheese. She will sit there and wait. She knows eventually he'll give in and give her a little bit. And he does. But we wouldn't be without him. Not now. It's funny really, you know. We've only had Binks.
2.
Hang on. How old is he at the minute, Elle?
I don't know. Good question. I think
he's 2, isn't he?
Yeah.
Luna's 3. So we've only had Binks nearly 3 years. But it's like I can't remember a time without them, as silly as that sounds. They've slotted into our life really well, and it's hard to just imagine a life without them now. Pick it up. My pen's been silly. I think I need a new one. Oops, I got 2. Well, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and I will let you guys go. I found another pea.
Told you you'd find one.
Ridiculous, man. Because no doubt you guys have plenty of things to do.
This cover is doing reminding.
Already? Why? I picked that up, I'm sure I did.
Because every time I go like that.
Oh, move the thingy then, but don't change how it is sitting because I know which side's the right side.
I was kind of folding her off.
I'm going to put it away in a minute anyway. No, that's the sticky side. The side that's up. Not the sticky side, that's the side. The side that sticks to the canvas. Yeah, whatever.
Oopsies.
I find when I'm doing videos, it's like my tongue just stops working. And everything just comes out Just not right. Mind you, it does it when I'm talking to people too. I'm not going to go any higher. Oh, there's one down here, one down here. And while I pick up this drill, I'm going to lose it. Nope, there it is. I think that's it. I've actually laid quite a few. Oh, found another one. Oh, and another one. Pick it up. Trying to flick your drills everywhere again. Oh, and another one.
I was trying to separate too.
See how good am I?
Not that good.
No, because I keep missing them because I just found another one as well.
Where'd that go?
Probably on the floor.
Wait, I think I found it.
We're used to them being on the floor now.
Wait. Yeah,
I think Riley had one stuck to him the other day and he's like, well, no one's had one out for ages. Where's this come from? Stuck to his leg, I do believe.
You find them in your bed?
Yeah, I know, but when you haven't touched a diamond painting for a week or two, where's that come from?
I just lost them one.
There we go. All right then, guys. I will let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your week. Found one. Hope you stay safe and well. And I will see you back here on Friday for my Friday floss tube, as usual. Leave any comments, any questions in the comment section below. YouTube is still being a bit funny about notifying me, but I'm working on it. So I'll catch you on Friday, guys. Take care. Bye.